I love you, baby. I'm sitting up in this baby. I love you, baby.
Here, the show where you get your news and a lot of ridiculous stuff. Hey, good show today, full house. Ricardo's in the house. We even have KilRoy's in the house. Meandering Mike, Ken, Seek Out is Ken, and I'm missing someone. Six Actual, man. Ray, Dell. Anyways, okay. So, for me, the thing I wanted to let you know what's going on is the art of Roger B. McGowan. It's happening now. Pre-order. Look, people, I mean, I got the book. I should have spent the extra $20 to have Roger sign it. I didn't. I kind of regret it now because what's that 20? That 20 would have done me good. Anyways, whatever. So, they're finalizing the binding and packing. The binding informed us on Wednesday that they need a little extra time to make sure everything is done right. So, we're expecting the art of Roger B. McGowan to be ready late next week. It's frustrating, we know, but hopefully you can all understand. Roger, it ain't that much frustrating. You know, stuff happens, you know. But why does it look like a soft cover? Is it a hardcover? Roger, it better be a hardcover. It's got to be a hardcover. Anyways, so that's... And that's it. I don't want to take up too much of your time because it's showtime. What can I say? Showtime!
But what had...
Where's the bomb?
Where's the bomb? Yeah. Hello everyone, this is Riccardo Massini, and this time the greatest day in history and games is July 17, 1212, the day when the Spanish Reconquista took a decisive and definitive turn in favor of the Christian kingdoms at the Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa. Now we are speaking about the Reconquista, that is the reconquering of the entire Iberian Peninsula by the Christian kingdoms from the Muslim Emirates and caliphs that had conquered it in the more or less in the high Middle Ages against the Vandals. They conquered the peninsula, and then the Christian kingdoms were essentially squeezed at the north, and so a very interesting history of conflict, then confrontation, then mixture of these two cultures began, and this lasted for centuries, that is generation after generation. That is why we have entire pieces of modern day Spain that still carry their ancient Arab and Muslim names, such as Al-Andalus, Andalusia, that comes from Al-Andalus, that is the land of the Andalus. And so this was the ancient Arab and Muslim name of the region. The Reconquista, that is a progressive, the gradual reconquering by the Christian kingdoms of the entire peninsula, is a long and multifaceted process. However, now, to get a bit of more focus on Las Navas de Tolosa, we are now at the end of the 12th century, at 1195, when there is a great crisis for the Christians, the great defeat at the Battle of Alarcos. The Almohads, that is one of the dynasties, there will be many dynasties, many Muslim dynasties become dominant. So much is the threat to the Christian presence in the Iberian Peninsula that Pope Innocent III calls for a general crusade. Yet the crusades were not just in the Middle East, they were at the westernmost part of Europe as well. So the Christian kingdoms finally unite, because also these Christian kingdoms were very much divided between themselves. Just a few decades before, we had the story of El Cid Campeador, that was a story of treason in fighting, and also El Cid also fought sometimes with the Muslims themselves. So it is a very, very elaborate, very fascinating history. Now we have three kings that were bitter rivals until now, until the announcement of the crusade: Alfonso VIII of Castile, Sancho XVII of Navarre, and Peter II of Aragon. Castile, Navarre, and Aragon. That is the main bodies of what will become modern day Spain. Those three kings, well, they try to benefit from a dynastic crisis in the Muslim camp, which led young Muhammad al-Nasir to power in the Maghreb. That was a real power center. And after Muhammad al-Nasir took the throne, he immediately crossed the Strait of Gibraltar and prepared a preventive attack against the now united, the new coalition of the Christian kingdoms. But there was also a preemptive attack against the Muslim preliminary attack by Alfonso VII and with some first rates, and Muhammad al-Nasir against the advice of his counselors. Well, he accepted the confrontation. What happened? The Christians take Calatrava. Okay, the Muslim governor of Calatrava, that is an Andalus, that is a Muslim born in Spain, comes to al-Nasir and informs him and says, "They took my own city." And the Caliph, Muhammad al-Nasir, puts the man to death, puts the governor, his own governor, to death. This really creates much tensions on the Andalus contingent of the Muslim army, that is the native-born, the Spanish-born natives in the Muslim camp. Many of them desert the army of Muhammad al-Nasir. The others are absolutely unwilling to continue the fight, but they still are there, they still remain in the army, but their loyalty becomes very much questionable. The Almohads now take Salvatierra, that is the seat of one of the knightly orders that are engaged in this crusade, that is the Order of Calatrava itself, and there are the Templar Knights and the St. John Knights, you know, the usual knightly orders that you find in a crusade. The Christian counterattack, and their counterattack surprises the advancing Muslim army in its camp at the mountain pass of the Despeñaperros. Thanks to a local shepherd, it looks a bit like Thermopylae in reverse, and the battle is joined at very close quarters. So the Christian army manages to attack the Muslim armies at very close range. That is their ideal position, because they're much better close range warriors and fighters than the Muslims. The Muslims, they are very great archers, they have so much light and medium cavalry, while the Christians are more armored, more direct impact, direct shock infantrymen, heavy infantrymen, and so the Muslim cannot make all their complicated maneuvers which they are accustomed to. They cannot do an effective archer fire, and so the battle is fierce and ravage, and really and terrible. What happens is that the Muslim left holds, while the right of the armies, that is mostly composed of the Andalus, as you remember, they were upset by the death of the governor of Calatrava. Well, it breaks, collapses quite quickly. And when this happens, at the center, the knightly orders do what they do best. They charge head-on against the Muslim line, and they pierce it in many points. The losses are terrible even for the Christians, but they go on. And so at the end, the main camp, that is the personal tent of Muhammad al-Nasir, is threatened by the troops of Navarre, and only the personal guard, the black warriors, they manage to contain the Christian advance, and Muhammad al-Nasir can escape. But his personal tent is sacked, and the kingdom of Navarre will keep the golden chains and the emerald jewel in its own coat of arms until the dissolution of the kingdom and its absorption into modern Spain, in remembrance of what happened that day. All the treasure of al-Nasir is lost, and even if, as I said, many losses are suffered by the Christians in the Christian camp, also many masters of the knightly orders perish in that battle. Well, the Muslim strength in Spain is definitively broken. Al-Nasir will die a bit later, but there will no more serious threats to the Christian Spain, to the gradual progress of Reconquista by the Christians of the Iberian Peninsula, and this will lead us straight to Granada in 1492, the siege of Granada, the last Muslim emirate in Spain. And when that siege ends and the Emir of Granada surrenders to the Christians, the Reconquista is complete. And so Spain, and then in the first phase also Portugal, well, more or less united. Yeah, the relationship between Spain and Portugal is very much complicated. Anyway, the entire Iberian Peninsula, anyway, is back into Christian rule. So Las Navas de Tolosa can be considered really a decisive battle for the Reconquista, the real turning point. There are many other important episodes, but this is the real turning point. And this battle is so great that it really deserves a small game. This is the game I am speaking today. Okay, sorry for the pun, but anyway, this is a very nice, fascinating game about that battle. Las Navas de Tolosa by Pablo Sanz. It is a quick, small and light war game. Yeah, it is more or less, although, yeah, essentially card driven. So you have cards that dictate your activations, but it is a very clever mechanism of deciding which cards you use. The rules are very simple for the confrontation, but you have, however, you have a map, you have the 3 Christian kings against the 3 different wings of the Muslim armies, and you have also all the historical asymmetries of those armies, or the special orders, the special activations of every single unit. So the historical feel, it is there. Also, there are many optional additional rules if you want to have a bit more complicated game. Anyway, it is incredibly portable. It is light. It's very nice components. Really love this game. You can take it anywhere. You throw it on the table, even if someone really never played war games. You know my penchant for light war games, but this is a very great game by Draco Ideas. Draco Ideas is a Spanish publisher, and I love what they are doing. They're putting out so many titles, so many interesting titles of various weight and complexity. But this game, as many others, are a testament to the great school of Spanish war game designer that we are seeing appearing every day more frequently on our tables. It is really fantastic. It is very nice light war game, and I really recommend it to you. Very nice filler, but you will see that this is a game that has much subtlety that will really satisfy you, even if you're an experienced grognard. You will like it. Try it. And anyway, I know it is not easy to have it outside of Europe, but if you have the possibility, just try it. As I said, really thanks to the Spanish war game designers for that, what they're doing for the hobby, because I think this is something really very great. Beautiful game, really. It is nice. It is a fun game. Muchas gracias por estos magníficos juegos, amigos españoles. Okay, my Spanish is not so good, but anyway, I try. Okay, so that's it for this time. See you on the next battlefield. Ciao.
Black Jay.
And here we go with the crux of the show. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair has 3 videos that I put on here, and one of them is called an unboxing the greatest day Utah beach. The GTS D-Day saga continues. 2024 season. That's an MMP game, so the greatest day Utah Beach with special guest, a cat. I knew Artie was a cat woman. Anyways, here we go. Okay, counter clipping episode 179, the best of strategy and tactics, part 4, the best of the rest of SPI's best. Huh? So there's a part 4 and there's a giveaway. It was a giveaway. And the shit show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. The burden of wargaming with Carroll Parazzi. I had a great time. I know Carroll wanted to be a bit more detailed and more structured, but hey, it's the shit show. What can I tell ya? Huh? Cutesy Pootsy Zilla Blitz, 3 videos, War of 1812, Solitaire, it's a full playthrough, and it's a travel game. That's by Worthington Publishing, plus Kingdom Dungeon and Hero Gameplay, First Look. That's by Kraken Studios, and it's a PC war game, plus upcoming war games, plus giveaways of July 2024 new releases. I watched that video. It's fantastic. I think Zilla Blitz has got a fantastic channel. Great information. I can never do what he does. It takes time and effort. Bonding with board games and RPGs, the Chief has one video and it's a game by Arastra. Unboxing Mutant Year Zero from Freely Games at Astra. It's an RPG. A lot of RPGs happening there. Dave and Len of the Centurions Review have a Wargame Chat number 94 about AirCon 2024. Simple History has 2 videos, the creative way medieval soldiers penetrated castles and World War II guns still being used today on Simple History. My favorite Frenchie Freddy Fred Serval of Homo Ludens is going to give a live teach and play of the game from Compass Games. It's France 1944 Signature Edition with designer Mark Herman and Mark Ruggiero. Ruggiero. Wow, those are grognards. Talk about grognards. The boss! Clark Commando 1983, Mark Ruggiero has 8 videos, and it's Torgau, ADHOC Games, 7 Years War. An unboxing, plus estate planning, what to do with your collection. And then he gives us Mark's favorite games, then a snapshot in time, again with Mark's favorite games, then an update on Axis Empire's Ultimate Edition 4-player game, another snapshot in time, and another Mark's favorite game. On Clark Commando 1983, The Boss. The name of the game, 1 video, and it's How to Play Gettysburg 150 from Worthington Publishing. Man, Worthington Publishing, eh? They're kicking hiney. U-Boater 6583 videos. All 3 of them are on the same subject, and it's war in Europe. France 40, Allies Week 1, Week 2, and Week 3 with the British Expeditionary friggin' Forces. BEF, Breakout. British Expeditionary Man, it's like saying Constantinople. I used to have a hard time saying that. Or Armageddon. I used to say Armageddon. But what the hell. Tony of Tony's Board Life 2 videos, Panzer Grenadier Heroes of the Soviet Union. Scenario number 1 at 9:15 in the morning. And then The Shores of Tripoli Solo, a game by Fort Circle Games. The Hugh Hefner of War Games. I'm a bit lost here. Sword Beach Battle Memoir 44 D-Day 80. I didn't think he did that. I didn't think he went that low. You know what I'm saying? In complexity, that is. And then First Day at Gettysburg, Great Campaigns of the American Civil War. After Action Report. That fantastic channel that is History Hustle looks at probably a worse asshole than Himmler. Because he looked like he enjoyed that. The torture and all that. But anyways, the assassination of Reinhard Heydrich. He should have died when he was born, this guy. Operation Anthropoid on History Hustle. Kevin Kitchen's Once Upon a Game, Ezra and Nehemiah, I'm sorry. It's an unboxing of a game by Renegade Games. Shem Phillips and S.J. McDonald, I'm assuming, are the designers. Hesicat, 2 videos. North Africa 41, a first look, a 7-inch game published by GMT. Then OCS Luzon, a first look, Operational Matters Volume 2 on Hesicat. The Board Game Chronicles 2 videos. The Fields of Normandy 2, I should say. Game overview and example of play, plus Cube for Me, storage solutions for A Jest of Robin Hood, by Fred Serval, published by GMT.
For the first Wednesday in July, Seek Out and Play presents a triple feature. 3 videos for the week, starting with 2 videos for the Flying Frog production game of Fortune and Glory. The first video focuses on the quick play rules, the set of rules that allows you to start playing Fortune and Glory right away. The video covers all the major sections of how the game plays in the competitive mode based directly on the quick start rules. For those who have never played this game before, the video helps you understand how it works. But for those who may have the original version of the game, you may wonder what the differences are between the original and the revised edition. Well, that is the second video being presented on the first Wednesday of July, the differences between both editions. The video covers the differences in the card text and rules, which includes a full explanation of the new temple rules as compared to the original version. For those who own the original version, or those who may find a good price for the original version and want to know if that is still a good buy, the video informs you of the important differences between them. For those who may be new to conflict simulations or games about war, is the Undaunted series by Osprey Games the best place to start? The short video covers the different aspects of the Undaunted series, including pros and potential cons for new gamers. This is part of the personal essay series on Seek Out and Play, a series devoted to expressing opinions on issues, ideas, and terminologies within the board gaming community. The Undaunted series currently consists of Undaunted Normandy, North Africa, Stalingrad, and Battle of Britain, with Undaunted reinforcements providing additional materials and solitaire rules for the system. Check out more personal essays and videos on the Undaunted series when you visit the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. Also, there is the Speak Out and Play monthly podcast that you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. Plus, Patreon members get access to new videos and podcasts at least 48 hours in advance. At least one video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 1 video on its Burnside Takes Command scenario number 3, the Battle of Fredericksburg. Pushing Cardboard, 2 videos, and there he is, the beautiful Jason Carr, Pushing Cardboard 33, Jason Carr and friends, 40 plus Sedgwick Attacks Unboxing. I just learned something from my truck driver at where I work, and it seems that at the Battle of Yorktown during the American Revolution, General Lafayette from France came over and helped George Washington And I heard that George Washington used to speak French. Look at that. That's for me to check out, for you to check out too. Gaming with E.R. Bickford. 3 videos, Greek Tragedy. Also, Game Collection Part 10 and Gettysburg Collection on Gaming with E.R. Bickford. Tikandis George Chiotis, the Leonidas of ASL. Need I say more? Advanced Squad Leader, 5 favorite nuggets from ASL Journal number 13. But this guy is really into it. Number 13, paragraph 2, sentence 5, word 1. You know what I'm saying? Of Journal 13. Right on. George, come on. Fatty Stowe anyways, George. Okay, George Otis. Storm of Steel Wargaming, and it's a bench report for the channel. 1 video this week. The Tank Museum shows us the tank that shook itself apart. And it's the FV 4005. Now, why does that scream Russian to me? I'm probably wrong, but, you know, with all due respect, falling apart, what can I say? Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History, 4 videos, all on the same thing. No! It's Strategic Command. So the Burma Road, from what I can read, but by Strategic Command, War in the Pacific, Rangoon Battle, Yamato Battle, and a Doolittle Raid. I'm confused here, Jan. It's the same thing, but it's different. On Jan Heinemann's Let's Play History. Hex to Hex, 4 videos. Gettysburg, High Tide of the Confederacy, a finale. Then Gettysburg, The Wheat Field, a finale. And Gettysburg, East Cavalry Field, a finale. And Longstreet Attacks, McMurray in the Wheat Field. You thought I was going to say finale again, but I didn't. All of this on Hex to Hex. The Gentlemen of the Player's Aid, 4 videos. They review the Plum Island Horror by GMT, a game by Herman Lutman. Also unboxing ARCS Letter games. Letter, L-E-D-E-R. Also reviewing the Spanish Road from C3 on number 37. And unboxing For the People, a GMT game. A 25th anniversary something. 27th, 25th, I can't see, man. 25th anniversary of For the People. Been 25 years that game's been happening. Mark Herman. ID Jester, 8 videos. Baseball, Railways of the World solo. Kingdom Builder Big Box Setup and Playthrough 2-handed with all expansions. Cartographers, Back to Basics Baseball, Undaunted Stalingrad Scenario number 2, Take Aim, and Strat-O-Matic Baseball, Philadelphia Phillies versus St. Louis Cardinals, box score June 22nd, 2011 on ID Jester's channel. Agility Snips Gaming Table, 4 videos. 3 of them are on a how-to-play of I, Napoleon by GMT Games, designed by Ted Racer. Who knew? Plus, a Jest of Robin Hood, Game 3, Ballad, number 2. I like that ballad.
And I'm Grant.
Hello all, this is not only a Kilroy Goes Off the Shelf, but a Kilroy from the Road. This week is Civil War Week, the anniversary of Gettysburg. And I covered several Civil War games, starting with Killer Angels, and then 1863 from Strategy and Tactics, and then Gettysburg, 1863 from Worthington, which was kind enough to send me that. Please check that one out. That's worth taking a look at. And finished up the week with Horse Soldiers, which is another strategy and tactics game. Also covered a little bit of the 4th of July. Yes, today...
Happy 4th of July!
Yes, today is the 4th of July, and we, 3/5 of my family's out of the country, and these 2/5 here are celebrating the 4th of July with my folks out of town, or at least out of my town. Hope you have a good and happy, safe 4th of July, or wherever you're celebrating.
Wise Guy History, 8 videos. Opening moves for Operation Theseus. Plus, thrilling final turn in France 40. Rommel races to the sea. And free at last example of play, plus a digital player's kit for old and out-of-print games. Digital player's kits. That's pretty cool. And then the introduction to dual play. A Foul Blau by Compass Games. Then Wise Guy's top 10 wargame maps, plus dual play of Stalingrad 42 and Foul Blau, and top 10 board games, non-war games, maps. Okay, top 10 board game maps of non-war games on Wise Guy History. Charlie Charles Latora. 4 videos, Port Stanley, Wargamer Mag, and Turn 3, Port Stanley, I'm done with this garbage. Unreadable rules and misaligned counters. Uh-oh, he ain't happy. Plus, pick a game for me, 1 Gross Bieren. Big beer, that is. OSG2, GMT Rebel Fury Fredericksburg. Okay, and happy 4th of July, everyone. Lake Murray, La Mesa, California. View from my house. Yeah, happy July 4th, huh, people? Phoenix Night, The Cook, 8 videos, Mystical Munchies, Deezer's Lemonade, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos on Payoff Pitch Baseball, 1991 Payoff, then Star Realms Madness of Machines, and Mag 23 Guadalcanal on Phoenix Nights. Or Night. Phoenix Night. Board Game Museum has 4 videos. Parish Board Game Review. Then Verdun Card Game Review. The Parish one is a Borderia game. And the Verdun one is a Dragon Dawn game. Also Aerodome Rising Horizon board game. It's a review. And Potion Explosion board game review. Plus how to play all this on Board Game Museum this week. The guitarist, the musician, Ruffy, Rough Swordsman Wargamer, 2 videos, Daytonian Rough live stream, learning musket and pike, Edgehill. This is a musket and pike. Is that the dual one? Yes, it is, and it's a game by Ben Hall, published by GMT. Then a Jeremy Walker game, Jeremy Walker. Is it Jeremy Walker? Jeremy White, for God's sakes. Skies Above Britain from GMT playthrough part number 2. Skirmishing over the channel. Just amazing. Having fun. Having fun killing. You know what I'm saying? That fantastic Canadian channel that is Legendary Tactics 4 videos. A reboxing of Pursuit of Glory edition? Pursuit of Glory edition. Really? Okay. Plus Canada Day, 3 games that feature Canada. Come on, there's more games that feature Canada. And then Start Your Engine, top racing board games you must try. I see Thunder Alley, I see Charioteer, I see Apocalypse Road. Yeah, to Jeff Horger and Carla Horger games there. And then exploring the Lost Ruins of Arnak, an in-depth board game review on Legendary Tactics. For our Polish viewers, Michel Wojennik TV has 3 videos. The first video is what you see written there. I can't read it. Then the second one is an unboxing of Twilight 2000. I played that with the Chief and Ron. I forget his code name. Plus a review of Dale of Merchants collection on Wojennik TV. Respect! Jim Ozarski, 3 videos, Fix and Destroy for Charlie Don't Surf, plus the 4th battle in our battle for Armageddon. Armageddon. a campaign. This looks like a sci-fi thing there, but it ain't. Plus, advance for Smolensk for O group. Gotta be blood type. On Jim Wozarski. The Face with World War II Solitaire board game channel. 3 videos. USS Harder Rack Patrol. This is a preview. Plus Longshoreman the Pacific. Saipan Clearing Garapan. It's a playthrough. A game by Mike Lambo. I should say book game. Then D-Day 2nd edition playthrough. Beach number 6. Vierville Draw a game by Emmanuel Oaken. And that is a... What's the company of that game? I forget. I know it, but I forget. On the Faces channel, World War II Solitaire board game channel. Hexed Encountered 4 videos, Atlantic Sentinels campaign gameplay part 3, plus Harold Buchanan's wonderful game called Flashpoint South China Seas, and a Crisis 1914 solo gameplay, and then a channel update for July 2024 on Hexed Encountered. That great channel that is Kings and Generals, 2 videos, history of the Illyrians, ancient civilization. Illyrians, ancient warriors of the Balkans, plus the American Revolution, the birth of the USA. How the United States became independent. I'll tell you how they became independent. With the help of the Frenchmen and a general called Lafayette. You hear me? God damn it. Oop. I'm just saying. Combat board games looking at broadsides and boarding parties designed by Larry Harris Jr. I know that name, but I'm probably wrong. On Combat Board Games. Stephen Dolge's 1 video on his Axis Empires Ultimate Edition Dice of Decisions campaign of the Dice of Decision campaign with SK starter kit, strategy, and I don't know. On Stephen Dolge's. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave has 3 videos. Red, White, and Blue Race in 2010. New Hampshire qualifying. And Race Day of the same said game. Plus Tally-Ho. Open the Bag. A solitaire air war game on Dave's Gaming Cave. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has 2 videos. And it's Summer Storm 04 Contact and Summer Storm 05. That's a game by, that's a map by Rick Barber there, if you take a good look. Love Rick Barber maps. Juste Gare, 2 videos. Piacenza 1746, a playthrough from Europa Simulazione. Then Rebel Fury, First Impression, Chickamauga, After Action Report, a game of the American Civil War, published by GMT. Alright, so we're recording here. I'm gonna try something new here. Alright. Get this thing out of there, make it all nice. I was talking to Kat Parazzi on the Chit Show. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff always happens. That's okay. It's okay. Let me see here. Alright. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an unboxing of No Retreat in Chinese. Not spoken in Chinese, I'm just saying. It's a Chinese printing. Still in shrink. And when I spoke to Carol, Carol said, who's gonna wanna watch this? Who's gonna wanna watch this? That's confusing. Well, I said, I don't know. We'll give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. So here you go. No Retreat. Something in Chinese, and maybe it's Mandarin or Cantonese, I have no idea. But we could see Roger B. McGowan, GMT Games, and designer Karen Parazzi. And I'm doing it. I'm shrinking it. This is it. All right, so I think it's one of my rare unshrinkings here. But there you go. There's the package. There's the garbage. We throw it over there. Put it all nice. Huh? That's my monitor here, right there, so I can see what's going on. So we look at the sides of the box. Up here, no retreat. No retreat. No retreat. And no retreat. Here's the back of the box. Alright? You can all zoom in and see the details. I know that this means it's complexity 4 and solitaire suitability 5, but I don't think that's right. Knowing Carroll, this is solitaire suitability nada. Oh, and there's a little bad box. Let's see if the boxes are as good as GMT boxes. Well, GMT boxes are made in China, so yep, I would say, Carroll didn't write his name here because it wasn't shrink. A silica gel pack. Hey, no retreat cards. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. That's something. You baggies, even in China they give you baggies. That's funny. Gracie, don't bark. There's construction happening outside, so there you go for that. No retreat. CRT chart. Read them and weep. Hey. For some reason it looks more colorful in Chinese. I don't know. I think this is another CRT. Terrain effect. And check it out. Oh, some Chinese dice. They're the same as Western dice. You know what I'm saying? And here is the map. I shall try to open this map without knocking anything down. Look at that. That's what it looks like. And why did they have to put that? Like Greater Germany, USSR. Why don't they just leave it, you know, Chinese script? For God's sakes, man. You know what I'm saying? And look at that, no retreat. This game is being printed like 1,000 times or something. That's what Carroll was saying on the Chit Show. I don't know how many times, but yeah. Hey, I don't understand Stalino. You know what I mean? Sounds Italian. That means a little Stalin. And hold on, can we see more? Because if I open it any other way, I'm gonna have to move things around, so bear with me here. Look at that. Hey, what the hey? Huh? And there's another 2 panels, like this way and that way, like so. See? So there you go. That's the Chinese no retreat map. Right? No retreat. And the counters. Do I unzip the counters? Hey? Or do I leave them as such? I'm gonna leave them as such. Look at that. See, there's no English in here. So they shouldn't have done English on the map. I don't know if that was Carroll's idea, but Carroll, you didn't go authentic. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go Chinese, go Chinese. That's all I gotta say. These are the markers, the administrative markers. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Everything's in Chinese. Even the Russian markers are in Chinese. And last but not least, this has to be, I I would say the rule book. Let's open this up. Yep, I can tell it's the rule book. Look at that. And it's because I've got the tripod in the way, so. You know. More Chinese. Should I? Oh, example of play. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Us war gamers, we can. Sorry about that. We can, you know, read Chinese or whatever. And then move this forward here. All right. And this has to be the playbook. Yeah. Look at that. The construction's shaking my whole house. Anyways, I mean, not even Kilroy can do better than this, man. Can Kilroy do better than this? I don't think so. Look at that. Playbook. They shouldn't have put that Greater Germany here. Get out of here. You know? Get out of here. Oh, some posters. Those are German, Turkish, I guess, or Russian, and whatever. So that's it for that. And, you know, designer notes and all that. You can read them. And that was it. That was it for No Retreat in Chinese. But wait, it's not over yet. You're thinking, wow, Dan, thanks, man. Thanks for that superb unboxing. Don't eat this. Don't eat it. It says, don't eat it. Throw it away. All right, there's Chinese dice. What could be more exciting than unboxing a No Retreat in Chinese? Eh? No Retreat. This is, you know, it's funny. I never played No Retreat, so I'm assuming it's not Barbarossa. I can't read here, so I'm assuming it's Stalingrad, right? Right? Whatever. So let's put this away. And like I said, what better treat than opening a No Retreat in a red world, I guess, a communist world? How about the true thing in Russian? Look at that. See? That's gonna be Karaparadzi. That's written in, what do they call, Cyrillic, whatever. And, yeah. So, this, I think, is gonna be a more authentic to everything, because the Ruskies, they don't want nothing to do with the Western world. I'm assuming I'm just yapping here. Hey, and look at the back. Huh? Look at that. Look at that. Unboxing time. Unwrapping time. If I can unwrap it. There you go. It's made by Gaga Games. Gaga. Like when a baby says Google Gaga. Well, this is the Gaga part of the company. The Google hasn't started yet. But here we go. You know, this is long. I'm having a great time here. No Retreat in Russian, man. Come on. Where can you get that? Let's go back. I don't see any English. I don't see any English. No English. Well, hold on a second. Look at the difficulty chart. Oh, it's the same in Russian and in Chinese. All right, so let's open this up. Let's see if their boxes are as good as GMT's. Yep. Now the smell of a brand new box. There's no English. Nada. Nothing. Zero. That's the way I would want it. Some Russian die, huh? The cards, look at that. I think it says Panama here. Panama. So this has got to be the rule book. It's paper is not as good as the Chinese one, I don't think. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, eh? Nothing is in the English. Chesapeake Bay, look at that. Nothing is in the English. I say the English because the Frenchmen here have a hard time pronouncing H. Well, not have a hard time, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everything is in the English. The playbook, I'm assuming. Playbook. Right? Look at this. No way, Jose. In Russian. You know, I don't know if STUKAJOE had a thing to do with it, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just going real quick here, trying to find an English word. An English word. Well, games. That's English. The CRTs. Aye. 2 CRTs. Nothing in English. Nada. Huh? And here, nothing in English. Nothing. Look at that. Even the markers are pure Russian. And, oh, this is not sealed like in the Chinese one. Not an English thing. I think that was contractual. Putin wanted something there. And the map. I shall unziplock it. Yeah, it came in a Ziploc, this one. So they gave you a Ziploc, but they didn't seal the counters. Okay. Let's see if I can do that. I'm still here. Okay, let's see. Well, looky that. Hey? Where's the English on here? Nowhere. No English. And let's see here. There's no retreat. I'm telling you. Us war gamers, we can read many different languages. See, no retreat. Carl Paradis. Huh? Produced by Max von Sydow. No Russian, no English at all. And that's the way to do it. If you're gonna do it, do it. That's the way to do it. Let's check this out here, huh? And that's gonna be it. I just thought I'd put that out there. Now it's open for all you people. Artie wanted it opened. Carl said, who's gonna get into it? Well, we'll see who's gonna get into it, huh? So that's my no retreat. Unboxing in Russian and in Chinese. Thank you, Carl Paradis. Merci. Cody! Cutie Pie. Cody Cutie Pie. The Discriminating Gamer. 3 videos. World Spanner. Factions Unboxing with Ray. Then, Rommel's War. Hey, I've seen that. Is that a GMT game? Nah, I've seen that somewhere. Plus, on the Underground, London/Berlin. On The Discriminating Gamer. Dad vs. Son, 3 videos. And he plays, it says PG. PG. Panzer Grenadier, a Kokoda campaign intro scenario, 1000 to 10 o'clock to 10:15, 1000. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the H. Plus scenario number 2, 10:15 to 10:30. Let me guess, 10:30 to 10:45. Huh? Come on. I knew it. I anticipated it. I knew it. All 3 videos, the same subject, different increments in time. We're talking 15 minutes. Eric's Table Napoleonic Battles, 2 videos, and it's a live stream of La Bataille de Moscow 1812, 7 a.m. turn, part number 1, and Battle of Kolin, 1757, that is at 5:20 p.m. turn, part number 3, in detail at Eric's Table Napoleonic Battles. Hex the Hex has 4 videos. Gettysburg, High Tide of the Confederacy, the finale. I did this before. Skip! Hexesism has 2 videos. One is in English, Assault on Gallipoli, an overview, and one is in French, and then they say Assault on Gallipoli, présentation. And if it was in French, shouldn't it be Assaut sur Gallipoli? Huh? That's what it should be. The man who goes by the name of Jeff has 1 video, D-Day Omaha Beach Playthrough 2024. Attempt number 3 turns 1 to 5. Obviously, this is a decision game, and it is designed by John Butterfield. Julius Fairfax 2 video. One of them is Sparta, and the next one is Rebel Fury. On Sparta, he looks perplexed. Check it out, Julius Fairfax. The wargame artist Matt White Wargames has 1 video, and he plays the Worthington Publishing game, and it's an after-action report entitled Philadelphia 1777. What the hell happened in 1777? I thought it was over in 1776. Something's up. For our Italian listeners, Mauro Faida with Il Giannizzero Nero, the Black Janissary, and its Traces of Hubris, unboxing and the system of the game in Italian on Mauro Faina's channel. Mo of Mo's Game Table has 1 video, and it's a preview of 1812, Napoleon's faithful march from VUCA Simulations. And this is, like I said, is a preview on Mo's Game Table. Nanguaya, very rare, 2 videos. Usually he has 20. Soldiers Tactical Combat in 14 to 1915. Obviously 1914. It's a playthrough, video 9. The finale one. Plus, Brusilov's 8th Army will try to make a stand at Stanislaw, November 26th to 30th, 1914. That's early in the war. Poindexter Games has 1 video on its Fleet Commander Nimitz 3rd edition by DVG, May/June 1942, I should say, turn 3 of 6. Fleet Commander Nimitz with Yamamoto expansion on Poindexter Games. Parasutagus, the Orwell Wargamer, has 1 video, and it's Vevictus number 153, Cedar Mountain 1862, an unbagging. And that's an American Civil War game, right? Because who the hell would name their battlefield Cedar Mountain? The Professor, Riccardo Mazzini, 1 video, and it's an evening with Roberto Di Meglio. In Italian, it's una serata con Roberto Di Meglio. It's upcoming. It's happening at 3:30, and it's scheduled for the 7th of July. Check it out. Smart Wargames has 1 video, and it's Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. This is a gameplay plus authentic sniping talk plus car lifts. That's interesting. Check it out. Again, the one, the only, the inimitable, the great STUKAJOE. 2 videos, Zeppelin Raider. Something new for an old friend. No. The Zeppelin Raider, is that the Greg Smith game? I don't know. And then Blitz in the East. Sequence of play. It looks to me like it is I don't know if it's a GMT game. I don't know, but I'm going to have to check it out on STUKAJOE. The Blue Tweezers, 1 video on its Overflight. Learn through stream in the garden. Okay, he's in the garden, so he plays the game Overflight. I got you. Blue Tweezers. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 2 videos, and it's Speed Freaks, a preview, Warhammer 40,000, plus Trench Club Legacy. Pop the Top. Do I have Trench Club Legacy? I have Trench Zone. And I think that's by PKG Games, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Indy Nidal's Fantastic World War II Channel, week 305. Operation Olympic, 10,000 U.S. casualties in 60 days. Whew! Plus, The Secret War to Capture Enemy Planes, a World War II documentary special on Indy Nidal's channel called World War II.
Howdy folks, Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness. It's weekly channel update time. As you can see up over there, it's a relatively simple week. It was a holiday week, at least here in the US. So there was last week's weekly channel update, and then 2 how to play playthroughs. I did In Magnificent Style, Pickett's Charge. This is a game by Herman Lutman, Push Your Luck. This is the deluxe edition from Worthington Games. So I have 2 videos there if you're interested in that. Check it out. Lots of fun and excitement there. So coming up for next week, I talked about this week doing the last of my video on Crowbar, the Rangers of Point du Hoc. That's all filmed. It's not edited yet though, so that will be out this coming week. And then I think I'll go ahead and do a action after review for each of In Magnificent Style and Rangers of Point du Hoc. Get that done and put away. So that's the goal for the coming week. So short week. So everyone who's subscribed on my channel, thank you. And if you're not, please do so and set the notifications and all that. And if you're watching this on Dan Pincaldi's No Enemies Here, well, make sure you subscribe to his channel. And I'm sending it back to you, Dan, and all the good folks watching No Enemies Here. Ciao. Take care, y'all.
Another week, another show, another day. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and please support this channel. It goes a long way. Well, I hope you liked that weird unboxing I did. Give me some comments. And thanks to Ricardo, Kilroy, Mike, and Ken. Ken! Don't do it, Ken! Have a great weekend. I hope you had a great 4th of July. Obviously, I'm speaking to the Americans. And for the rest of the world, well, I hope you had a great week. So, I'm gonna let you go because this was a long one. And I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I am gonna go relax and eat now. So, have a great weekend. And don't forget, be nice.